Welcome to the show. It's in Vietnamese, Không Cay Không Về. That means you're not going home until it gets spicy. So who's going home tonight, today, tomorrow, soon?
Hopefully all of us.
So David, you're really good at eating spicy food then.
But up to a certain point, I was king of it.
So how about you, Logan?
I'm pretty good. I love sriracha. I eat that a lot, but I've heard that that's closer to ketchup.
Yeah, we don't even use sriracha on this, even this Vietnamese thing, but no. And Anthony?
No, I don't never eat spicy food.
Xin chào các bạn, chúng ta đang đến với tập mới nhất của Không Cay Không Về. Lần này không chỉ có một nạn nhân mà chúng ta có tận 3 người đến từ Mỹ. Đây là những nghệ sĩ nhạc jazz rất là nổi tiếng, vừa có một buổi trình diễn tại Soul Live Project. Cũng nhân dịp này thì mình muốn mời họ thưởng thức một cái gì đó hương vị rất là Việt Nam và đồng thời để thử xem là ai sẽ đổ lệ ở trường quay này. Và welcome to the show, Không. I say welcome to the show. We say Không Cay Không Về, okay? Welcome to the show.
Không Cay Không Về.
Welcome to the show.
Không Cay Không Về.
Oh, we just start eating?
We just start now?
I'm gonna say welcome to the show when you start eating, okay? No, it's a kidding.
Oh man. Oh man. No, I'm just kidding.
It's good. It was pretty good.
So could you explain judge by anything you could grab right now?
Wow. Improvising. I don't know how to explain it. I think we do the explaining through the music, so that's the hard thing. We're just trying to make people feel something through talking to each other musically.
Yeah. I mean, we draw on a lot of styles. Like, it's jazz, but it's also, we draw from punk rock and hip hop and a lot of different stuff. You know, it's not just jazz.
When I'm playing jazz, I'm mostly thinking about these kinds of spices.
Playing your mouth? Like...
I'm playing, yeah, exactly.
The last one was nothing. We'll see what this is.
What is this in the middle though?
Is it pork?
Pork?
Do you eat a lot of spicy food?
No.
No?
Just on the show.
I save all my energy just for filming.
Oh, I see.
Outside of filming, I don't. It's too dangerous. What is your dream job when you were 5?
For me to be an inventor, which I don't even know what I thought that was back then, but just invent things.
But like what?
Like, back then it was just taping stuff to other things, so. Lego inventor.
Dave, what about you?
5. I barely remember
So
when
long
I was
ago,
5.
huh?
I remember though that was the first time I heard music and it really affected me deeply. And I knew that I really liked it. I remember that's what probably, I don't know, sports player or something.
Sports player.
Yeah, some kind of baseball or basketball or something.
But are you good at?
I am
sports too?
actually.
Oh.
I
What's
played it all my life. Growing up in California, you know.
I wanted to be a chef.
Oh, are you good?
Pretty good chef, yeah.
Okay.
That's it, so.
And don't taste spicy? Like, don't like spicy food? Or something?
No.
That's a little like, it's like the main spice there, right?
Right.
Okay. But I guess somehow making music is quite similar to inventing things.
It is.
And
Totally.
like cooking things.
Cooking is a big thing amongst jazz musicians because just mixing. Like I don't usually use recipes. I just improvise.
You guys still good.
Not too bad. That was pretty hot, but not too bad.
That was habanero. I could see by the color of it. It was going to be habanero.
Of course, we put an order, make it harder. So what is your hometown most famous for?
I'm from a small town in NorCal named Pleasanton, and it's famous for being pleasant.
Ventura, California is.
Miami, right? Is that Miami?
I was born in Miami, but I lived there for 3 months. I was raised in Ventura, California. Ventura is famous for surfing, kind of.
Ah.
It's like in the heart of surfland. Surfing and, I don't know, there's a lot of oil and citrus farming.
I'm from Richmond Hill, a suburb about half an hour away from Toronto in Canada. People like to call it Rich Man's Hill. Richmond Hill, Rich Man's Hill, Rich Man's Hill. There are a lot of Jewish people there and a lot of Chinese people there, so a lot of wealth.
Hockey.
Hockey, maple syrup,
Cold.
Cold, yeah.
winter.
But you all live in,
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Yeah.
and what is famous for except Like tons of,
Mexican food.
yeah, that sign in every movie. And you walk out, you always bump into some actors. Or...
Celebrities.
Yeah, there's celebrities all around. It's so big. I think it's famous for many things.
Traffic.
Really
bad traffic.
But have you tried traffic here?
Yeah, it's not like here.
It's different.
A lot more cars, but it moves a lot.
How you met? Like you met in a...
Probably at a
Tinder.
Tinder date. Trio Tinder date. It's like all three of us. I think did we meet at Louis and Genevieve's house or just?
Yeah, well, we were playing a gig, and then I didn't meet you until you showed up with your saxophone, and we played.
Right.
And then I didn't talk to you until after. Like, you showed up right before.
Right,
And then
we
I talked to
played
you
in their
after.
living room. Right, I forgot. Yeah. And then how did we meet?
I played in your living room with Chris Fishman and Logan.
That was the first time you met? Oh, wow.
Then he's like, oh, I have a gig next week. Do you want to play?
Oh, right, that's right. That's right. And we've been playing a lot since then. We just got back from Australia and Montreal and Toronto.
Is there any special moments or like it's like Tinder, right? It need to match it somehow. So how you decide it's what?
Well, that's, I guess, I've been doing it for a long time, and I know I've had a lot of bands, so I just sort of know when I meet the right musicians, and I just ask them to play, and then it, especially if they're young like these guys, then it might not be ready right away, but I can tell like when we play it's gonna get there, which is exactly what's happened with this band. It's just kind of grown and grown, and now it's like at a really high level.
So you guys, like whatever David pick you just say yes?
Oh, yeah. I was happy about it. I mean, I had been listening to David's albums since high school or middle school. You know, I'd known about him previously, so it was a no-brainer for me, for sure.
I have like 10 of his CDs in my house. Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah. I
So
contributed to
just for
band
you
fund.
two, is that change when you're working and then like he's more annoying or he's like
Oh,
it's
definitely
different
more.
for what you especially go to different country with David. Does that change the way you look at his music?
Yeah, I mean, I think I
David,
came,
maybe you cover your ear.
I mean, I think when I came into it, I was a little nervous, you know, or maybe even a lot nervous, and then it's just been like kind of a downward curve of being less nervous and more. Now we're friends, and it's not a big deal so much anymore.
Learning a lot about just how to be relaxed on the road and also be patient with the process of the music, and as well as the personal side of everything has been a great.
So there's a big age gap.
Yeah. It's a half 25. What? How old are you? 27? 57.
27.
27? Yeah, you're 27.
So thank you. That's not.
Is that matters in making music together?
You know, there's always new stuff coming up, you know, and so they're learning stuff from me, from my experience, and then I learn stuff from them. You know, a lot of people get older and then they're like set in their thing, and then I've never been like that really. So that helps me connect, and you know, and then on the road it's easier for me too, because when people are on the road and jaded or tired of the road and the really bad moods, which you can get with older people, and I totally understand it, that can be hard, especially as a band leader. And they're super excited to be on the road, so it's great. So, you know, it's like, yeah, you know. So it's easy for me. And then personally, I also choose musicians based on do I like them as people? Yeah. That's huge, especially in jazz, in improvised music. I mean, it's so personal. You know, you're dealing with somebody on such a personal level that it's really important to like the people you're playing with. So that's another thing. We all get along really well. The other band member is Luca Mendoza, who's not here, by the way. He went back today because he hates us.
He was scared of the spikes.
He was afraid, yeah.
He's afraid.
Ooh, this is gonna be worse.
This one looks kind of deadly.
This
right
one
here.
looks like we're about to die.
It really does.
You're so smart. You cover your eyes. I don't know. You're crying.
I'm fine.
Oh, I got these. I have to change.
I
Better.
only asked this because I want to see tears. If you all are in the Avengers, who you think the others would be?
I don't even know what that is.
Which ones do we have to choose from?
What are they? What are they?
It's
Iron Man.
Iron Man, Captain America. I think Spider-Man is an Avenger too, or was in the last one. Spider-Man was an Avenger. Doctor Strange.
I say Dave's Iron Man.
I'd say he's an Iron
He's got
Man.
the
I
metal
thought Iron
sax,
Man
you know,
too.
he's got
I say
the metal going on.
I don't know. Okay.
I'm Captain America.
No, but people think you would be, not you.
Captain
chose
Canada.
yourself.
Captain Canada.
mean, I would say I'm Wolverine because Logan and my dad like kind of picked that name because he likes Wolverine. But
For real?
True.
yeah, but it's not an it's not an Avenger, so
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right?
yeah.
Wolverine was happening back then?
Oh yeah. Oh, the comics go way back. Yeah, the comics.
Oh,
go
really?
Back. Yeah.
I had no idea.
That's X-Men.
Hulk is also an Avenger as well.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That could be you.
I could be Hulk.
Yeah. You should see him with his shirt off.
Smash.
If you have a big secret room in your house, what will you keep in there?
Keep like 25 kittens in there.
Hostage?
No, not hostage. That's the thing. To see, I just would like to have a lot of cats. And that would like be their penthouse. You know, they'd have food. They'd have like a penthouse to themselves.
So it'd be a luxury thing.
They could like come down whenever they want. Yeah, but it would be secret. They could like have their own privacy up there.
Oh, you named Logan, but you should be just like Cat Man or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would just keep these guys there.
In a penthouse too, that they can.
Yeah, I'm on call. Like, man, guys, we gotta rehearse. We got a new tune. Come on.
I'd have 25 puppies.
I've got puppies.
Yeah, I'd have 25.
You guys would fight all the time.
Something funny going on.
What would Luca have?
What would Luca have?
25 something.
He'd have just like the 24-hour club going all the time.
This one's spicy. Dave, you okay?
No, I'm fine. It's just like
Serious jump, man.
it's giving me that hiccup. That one definitely goes up a level. That was the first
I'd say
one.
it goes up 10 levels.
That was definitely the spiciest so far. So
If you choose to become an instrument, is that gonna be the one that you already playing?
I think I would be a saxophone.
I think it would be like a theremin maybe, because no one actually ends up really touching you. You know, you just kind of are out of the action that way.
Yeah, he doesn't like massage. Can you believe that? I wouldn't be drums because somebody's always hitting me. So I'd be piano because people are like touching you everywhere. Kind
Oh
of
my
like-
god, you think of in a way of like who are gonna touching it and so much.
I guess that would still be a bass.
If it was for the sound, yeah, I would probably still be saxophone.
I'm like sweating already.
What is the most crazy fact about you that I don't know?
I used to be an abacus champion.
What?
Do you know what abacus is? You know, like the wooden thing where you do the math with the beads.
Oh.
I was like 8, 9, 10, maybe like 8 to 11. Yeah, I have all these trophies back home.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't see?
No.
Yeah, I have all these,
How
like,
much trophy do you have with that? Like,
I think I have like 9 trophies.
Wow.
wait, and then what's the hardest thing that you can go with that? Like,
It's kind of like the spice. It goes from level 10 is the first level, and then level 1 is, you know, you're like a master.
But what's the point of it?
It's all mental math.
But I mean, what are you trying to do? Like, you're trying to beat somebody at what?
At math. Just be smart at math.
So, but somebody asks you a question and you go, and then you answer it.
Yeah.
so that means I can, without that thing, I can ask you any and you still
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, that was
Without
back
that
then,
thing,
but-
he's really stupid.
Well, let's see. Ask me a question. Let's see if I remember. Like,
5,007.
okay. Maybe don't go up to 4 digits. Go up to like, ask me like a 3 digits times like 1 digit or something like that.
Like 375 times 1.
713 times 6.
4278.
You don't even know.
Well, I know.
Like whatever. Okay, you
That seems right, though, because 18, yeah, I think you're right. I had no idea. I had no idea.
That's pretty crazy.
That's so Chinese. Yeah, I'm Chinese. I'm Chinese. I'm the most Chinese.
I feel for that. Vietnamese is very similar in a way.
I don't know if there's any crazy facts.
You're pretty living a crazy life that nothing become like.
Maybe it's just not crazy to me. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy stories and stuff, but I can't like.
Just tell.
I think a lot of my friends just musically, well, these guys know, but not that many of my friends know that I really love country music, like really corny country music. And like I like that kind of thing. So I think a lot of my friends would be surprised sometimes at what I actually listen to often. But other than that, I don't know. It's not that much.
That's funny though.
Yeah, that is
I guess it's kind of weird for a lot of people. For me, it's normal.
For me, I guess it's not that crazy, but I like to write like really weird poetry with these drawings on top that look like a 4-year-old did them. They kind of look like a crazy person did them. Recently in my house, I did this one where I burned it outside and then I poured a bunch of red wine on it and then I like ripped it up and like I like to do that.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty crazy.
He wins, I think.
Yeah, I think
Dave's not good.
Last question, or are we eating the thing? We eating it?
You eating it?
Okay.
Which animal that sound most close to your music?
Lion.
Lion? Maybe like some dinosaur that no one's ever heard before.
Dinosaur. Yeah, a dinosaur.
Yeah, dinosaur with no sound samples recorded ever.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Wow, I have no idea.
Maybe like a Pokemon or something.
I don't play those games. You play games?
I used to more than I do.
I'd say like Charizard would be the Pokemon.
Charizard, yeah.
I know only the Pikachu one.
He's like a red fire-breathing dragon.
But you make up those. It's not a real animal that sound like that. It's just like maybe
that's
they use your music to put on those animals.
A real animal? Probably some kind of bird. I don't know, like
that sound more
like
beautiful than Pokemon.
some kind of bird. A nice bird. Uh-oh.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
See, I thought the one before was spicier.
My stomach is burning.
Really? I feel that one more in my throat, but still surviving it.
That's harder than anything else.
I think I'm like dying more than both you guys right now.
Well, you said that's what we thought. Yeah. I just don't want to drip my nose all over.
Oh God, this is something that
Oh yeah, I know. I noticed that. That's
Was there for a
that's-
reason? Yeah.
but no one use it. People is too shy. And then
Well, nobody wants to throw up on camera.
Is that your first time here?
Yeah, first time. I mean, it's been great. Everybody's been so nice, and it's been fun. The concert was great. Like, yeah.
Yeah, the venue we played at was also great. Soul Live Project
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
They set us up really great, and it sounded great in there.
I think the audience here was really good, and I think they were really into it.
I don't think Vietnamese that really used to judge music.
I guess.
And then most of Vietnamese artists always try to bring it back to Vietnamese, but it's been always a hard way to go, more than hip hop or pop, right? So of course sometimes we feel like we're still in a jungle, like we don't know much. It's some very first time that we have a great artist come and play. So of course there's still a big gap there.
Yeah.
But do you feel that, or at the end it doesn't matter?
I mean, I feel that the audience is not used to this kind of music, but I also felt like they liked it, which is good and that's actually maybe the best feeling.
Yeah.
Because if they don't know what to expect,
And then you offer,
and then they actually like it,
yeah, then
that's the
it's-
best thing. And I kind of felt that that's what happened at the concert. People were kind of like looking like this, and then we played, and they're like, "Oh wow, we like this." So that's cool.
Yeah. And then after the trip, I know that you have a gig in New York.
Yeah, well, I go back and play a couple times in LA, and then I go directly to New York and play with the guy Louis Cole, from Nowhere that we were talking about.
okay.
And then I go to Europe for a couple weeks to Paris and Rotterdam to teach.
I have a band called Thumpasaurus. We're like a punk rock band. We're going on our first tour of the States. We just released our album called The Book of Thump. So, maybe check that out. And that's what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. First, then I hope I get more chance to interview later.
Yeah.
And then we can go deeper, maybe harder.
Next time, now that you know we can take it, it's good.
Oh
I
my
fear
God,
the
I
next
didn't
time.
know. I did not know. Really, like I cannot measure. Like somebody looks super tough and could not take it, and somebody and I don't want to turn it.
Yeah, like the
You guys are so weak, and you
that's why you gave us half.
Like you come and cover your face with glasses. Like who knows? Like you have your instrument, right?
I do.
Yeah. So you play and you still play along because you're
okay.
yeah. Okay, thank you so much for doing
thank
this,
you.
and then
Thank
wow, now you can
See
go
you
home.
next time.
Now you can go. Thank you. Thank you.